What would you say if I told you I can read the label on that chair using this security camera? You'd probably say, what label? It's that far away. Check this out.
Item number 4988-49, composition 30% polyester plus 70% PVC, made in China, HPGL, limited batch code 1019, maximum weight to limit.
110 kilograms. 10 kilograms? I don't know weights. Okay, I can't read that label. I'm a little bit excited about this one because I got Reolink to send me the absolute top tier cameras that they do, and quite a few of them, I might add, and this is the most Star Trek security system you have ever seen in your life. What? This is perfectly normal business attire. Home Assistant is the best system when it comes to things like home automation, but also they've started to get really good when it comes to the security stuff, and this is just so cool. Reolink have sent me one Duo 3 PoE camera, so this one's actually wired in, and that's monitoring the front of my house. This thing has this unbelievably cool split screen view, so it has this ultra wide field of vision. They've sent me one TrackMix camera, which is wireless, and this is the best Wi-Fi camera I have ever seen. That's on the far end of my house watching my shed. And they've sent me two, checks notes, RLC823S2 cameras. Oh! Oh, I forgot that was a thing. I've been playing with this for a while. Look at that. And watch the picture quality. What? This is what you came to watch. Reolink have sponsored this video, but I'm going to be as honest with you guys as I was with Luke Skywalker.
Watch yourself, increase speed, full throttle.
Alright mate, don't need to be a dick about it. What are we doing about that tower?
You worry about those fighters, I'll worry about the tower.
Aren't you like 16, you bossy little right! I've actually had all these cameras now installed since the 5th of December, so I have a really good opportunity to tell you not only all the really, really cool things that this can do, especially when they're wired, but also some of the not so cool things too. Here to unbox it for us is Paul from the distant past. Paul from the distant past, have you forgiven me for sleeping with your wife yet?
No, mate, I haven't.
No? Well, no one buys you any Christmas presents, so enjoy that when it happens. No one bought me any Christmas presents. Hello, darkness, my old friend. This, my friends, is my sort of Christmas. Look at all of this! The only thing that's missing is a Christmas tree. Is that cool? That's not cool, is it? Look at that! That is a monster! You could bludgeon a burglar to death with it. Oh, I didn't know that it was that big.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. That's a good camera. I hope. Imagine if it goes up and it sucks. Imagine if it goes up and it sucks. This turned out to be quite the premonition. Not because the cameras suck, but... oh god, this is awful. So, the guy came to me after he'd fitted the camera to the wall, and he said, do you want me to go through the setup process now while my ladder's out, or do you want to just do it later? And I went, I got a ladder, I can reach it. My ladder couldn't reach it.
Welcome to Reolink. Please install Reolink app. Bitte Reolink App installieren. Bitte QR-Code auf der Kamera scannen. Bienvenue à Reolink. Veuillez installer l'application Reolink et scanner le code sur la...
Do you know what the setup process does? Do you know how... it just talks forever.
Bienvenido a Reolink y escanee el código QR en la cámara. Por favor, instale la aplicación Reolink y escanee el código QR
I'm not sure I've thought this through. If anyone's interested in how much it costs to get this stuff installed so you don't have to do it, because that was my biggest concern, was having the time to do all this, I think they're charging me something like £200, £300 for the whole day. Which ain't bad going, right? Try not to stab myself. Oh, hello. Yes, I've seen him before. He was very good. Another bundle of Ethernet. What an anticlimax. That's it. Let's go have someone else plug this in because I'm not professional enough.
See you next morning.
So aside from the pure weight and physicality of these things, the speed at which they move is utterly terrifying. This isn't how an object this size is supposed to move. If this doesn't scare your burglars, nothing on earth will. Check this out. Oh, I came sneaking down the side of my house now, right? Watch what this thing does. Oh. Stop it. Stop following me, it's creepy. I don't like it. Both the absolute beast of a camera and the little TrackMix camera are capable of automatically following people around, and although the absolute beast of a camera can zoom really far in and really far out, the TrackMix camera actually has two lenses. One that is automatically zoomed further in and one that is automatically zoomed further out to give you both perspectives, and both feeds are individually recorded to the NVR. Better than that, you can actually set the zoom level of the zoomed-in camera. This is even cooler than that time I was in Squid Game.
I know what's going through your head. I already have the gun. Who cares what the rules are? I'm just gonna aim at this asshole, pull the trigger a couple of times, and blow his ugly face off.
I'm not gonna lie, mate, I hadn't actually thought of that. I was about to play Russian roulette with you for no reason. So first of all, Reolink has its own software. You don't have to use the amazing Star Trek software that I'm going to show you in a second. They have their own thing for connecting into their NVR, or in fact any of their cameras, and it works with Apple Macs, it works with PCs, it works with all of your mobile phones. This is it. It looks really, really cool to use because it's all super high quality, as long as you set it to high quality. And you've got things like PTZ functionality here inside the app, or in this case, the software. All right. Paul from the future here. I'm just editing this video and I'm thinking to myself, people are going to watch this and go, but I want to use an app. Of course you can use an app. This is just a good way of demonstrating the whole thing. So I'll let him carry on. You can use an app. Don't panic. So I can just sort of spin my camera around and have a look about my garden. And you can do things like 3D zoom, which is mental. I can look at the detail in that picture. It's insane. I can double click, I think, to move to a different point. How cool is that? So these are the beastly cameras, in case you're wondering. I mean, how insane can this go? No. That is completely insane. Wow. Just shocking. And again, I can hit a preset and go, I just want to watch the back door. Yeah. I mean, the camera moves so fast, it's frightening, but it looks like it takes a little while for things like focus to happen and to get to preset points. And the really nice thing is that they've given me this NVR, which is recording all of these cameras 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It just overwrites the earliest data, and it's really easy to kind of scrub through and find the footage that you're after. All I've got to do is separate these things down to just people. I want to find the clip of me earlier on today. And you're just left with 3 clips at these timestamps, and I can hit play, and there I am. That's me creeping about doing my footage earlier on. So we're just going to watch this time snippet from 1:47, and this is me about to creep around the camera, and the camera follows me. And if I want to download that piece of footage, just hit that button there. And that's it, downloads the clip. Ready to be handed to the police. This is just a Reolink camera that I have in the loft for catching mice, and yeah, I can access that by the same NVR, even though it's Wi-Fi. So this is a Wi-Fi camera, the others are all wired, and I can access them all via the same system, which is really cool because I can do the same thing with the wireless doorbell too. I now have all of my Reolink cameras under one roof, and yeah, this software is amazing, and this is probably what I'll end up using regardless of the fact that, unfortunately, the Home Assistant software looks way better. With that said, I have seen improvements to the Home Assistant software even whilst I've been filming this video. The Reolink integration is out of this world insanely cool because there are so many different things you can control. Literally, I think every aspect of the camera is controllable in Home Assistant, which means you can create routines that will turn things like the auto tracking on and off, or even change the spotlight on the camera. So with that out of the way, back to some dork wearing a Star Trek outfit to tell you about the rest of Home Assistant's integration.
Shut up, Wesley.
Shut up, Wesley. So this is Home Assistant. If you are a massive Home Assistant fan, this is still the camera for you because it doesn't get any better than this. So the back door cam, for example, I can use the presets here and go to the seating area, or move to the left part of the lawn, and go back to the back door, or look at what I've labeled the roof. And these are just preset points that I've created within the Reolink app. Home Assistant found them, and I was able to just stick them into my dashboard. It was as simple as that. So I've also got the up, down, left, right controls here, so you can hit left, stop, right, stop. And yeah, it moves fast, but if you've got this on your mobile, you can do this with your fingers a lot easier. That's what she said.
That's what she said.
And of course, it all works on my mobile phone too. I can control the camera using the Reolink app just by using the controls on the screen, which is super cool. But I can also just as easily use Home Assistant. So aside from the insanely cool integration and the very malleable dashboard in Home Assistant for Reolink, why else is Reolink the best system? Well, first of all, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week recording without needing to pay a subscription fee. If you buy the NVR, everything records straight to that thing, and it's all entirely local and entirely private. But if you want to use Amazon Alexa, which I do, you can do that using hybrid mode. So this thing has all the advantages of an NVR recording 24/7, but I can still actually load my doorbell feed on my Fire TV stick because I can use an Alexa routine to make that happen. On top of this, because it works with Amazon Alexa, I can also use my voice to start a script in Home Assistant, which will turn the cameras off while I go and mow my lawn or whatever, so I don't keep getting notifications, and then have the script automatically re-enable the notifications half an hour later, or an hour later. I can have absolute, complete control over these cameras using Home Assistant and my voice. As we do every week, it's time to address the elephant in the room. The NVR sounds similar to a small PC. I guess in my head I figured it looks like a DVD player, it will be silent. It isn't. If you have it quite close to you, you will hear it. Second of all, and in fact finally of all, I miss rich text notifications. Because this is a privacy-based piece of kit, you don't get pictures in your notifications to your phone to show you who is at the door, for example. My doorbell is connected to the NVR. The doorbell doesn't show an image in my notification to my phone. As I say, this is a privacy thing, and you either care about privacy and you don't want that, or you don't care about privacy and you do want that, and you'll go with someone else, like Wifi or Ring or Nest. Some might say this is not a cheap setup, but actually, Reolink is one of the cheapest manufacturers on the market for this level of quality. The Beast camera is 300 quid each, I've got 2 of those. The Duo 3 is 144 quid. That's an absolute bargain. That covers so much of your property, it's ludicrous. The TrackMix camera is 160 quid, and again, that's got 2 lenses at different zoom levels. And the NVR that records 24/7 is 288 quid. That'll soon pay for itself because you haven't had to subscribe to something year after year after year after year. As usual, there are links in the description as to where you can pick all of this stuff up, and hopefully a discount too. Well, go find out. I don't know if I have a discount yet. Just go hit the description and find out. All that's left to do is to thank these incredible people running up your screen. They're my patrons from Patreon, and without them, I wouldn't be able to do this for a living. Without those guys, or in fact the guys I am thanking personally this week, Joe, Ryan, and Boathead, I wouldn't be here. You come and be like these incredible people at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal. And either way, I would genuinely love you forever. These are my Facebooks, my X's, my Threads, my Instagrams, and my TikToks. Come and hang out there and can be best friends. See you next time. Joe, Ryan, and Boathead. Boathead.